What's up, lefleurgang gang? What's up, lefleurgang gang? What's up, lefleurgang gang? What's up, lefleurgang gang? It's your girl Kay here, and I'm back with a new video. What's up, lefleurgang gang? It's your girl Kay here, and I'm back with a new video. How's all my flowers around the world doing today? I hope you're doing great, and I hope you're having a good day. And if your day's not going good, I hope it get better by the time the end of the day goes. I am in Rosendale, Massachusetts. I spend most of my time in Boston. I haven't lived out here since '98, but I'm always in Boston. So I like when I be on the phone with people. They be like, "Where you at?" I be like, "I'm out of Boston," because they all know I live out of Boston. And sometimes I be right behind them in another building. Never know when I'm coming. So, but anywho, I'm in Rosendale, Mass. At this plaza. I don't know what plaza this is because honestly, I used to think it was Dorchester, Mass. But I found out, I think about a year ago, I bought a new iPhone and I found out that it was Rosendale. So that kind of was like, wow, it's Rosendale. All those years I was born and raised in Boston, didn't know that was Rosendale. But I'm at this place called PISCES. They sell fish on one side and that you can, buy and take and cook at home. And then they have on the other side of the fish market, they have where you could buy French fries, crab, not crab, shrimp, scallops, clams, the bellies or one clam strips, and you can buy French fries, like plates and stuff like that. So I tried to do a video a while ago on this, and I realized that my food was cold. And I've been messing with this phone, trying to wrap it up. I remember I told y'all before I had a problem with the phone. But now I need to really get a thing. Every time I buy something, it falls out. So now it's taped up. So, but yeah, I tried to do a video before. My food was really cold. It's not cold now, so which is good. I don't know if the fries are cold. I just got a little fries on the side. I shared it with my son. I have Big J151 with me. So he done ate his. But I'm going to, eat my sandwich in a few. I'm going to do a thumbnail, a prayer, and we're going to get it in. I need to add some ketchup on this. Look at this all falling off now because I done broke it. Maybe I need to change it. Yep, so this is a haddock sandwich. The bread and bun is soft and everything. So yes, I'm going to do a prayer. Father God, thank you for this food I'm about to receive. That be nursed to my system. In Jesus' name I pray, amen, amen. I wanted to talk to y'all today because it was weird. I was watching a video, and I watch Eating with Q sometimes. I watch a lot of mukbangers, honestly. I'm not really subscribed to any of them, but I watch mostly a lot of them. And I was watching Eating with Q the other day, and I guess she was explaining why she was gone so long, and I was wondering what happened to her too. I haven't seen her, so I was wondering why she was gone. I'm putting some ketchup on this, y'all. I should have had let y'all see me putting the ketchup on it. And this is tartar sauce. And she was talking about, I guess she had a problem. She had a lot of pain. And she said she went to the doctor. She got high pain tolerance and stuff. And, she said she went to the doctor. And when she went to the doctor, my sandwich is literally falling apart. Sorry. When she went to the doctor, they didn't really help her out. They sent her home. And they said that it might be some napkins. Yeah. It might be a cyst. They sent her home and they said she has an ovarian cyst. Let me get it correctly. And an ovarian cyst, is on her ovaries and it's okay. It's blah, blah, blah. So they sent her home and she was in a lot of, I done dropped a big piece of my fish on the floor. This fish sandwich is literally just like really falling apart. I don't know why. I'm going for my food. And she went home. So when she went home, They didn't even give her no pain medicine at the emergency room, so she went home, and the pain persisted and persisted. She went back and found out that the cyst burst. So I hit her with a message like, I said, hey, how you doing? Like your video. And I was like, the same thing happened to me. For years, I always had problem with my bowels, had problem with my, private area. Fibroid, all this and that. And I have excruciating pain, like the pain she's talking about. You can't walk, can't eat, can't get up because you're in so much pain. So let's forward. Well, maybe a couple of weeks back, I'm at my other half's house. I'm in the pain just hitting me. And it was coming fast. I don't really want these fries. And coming. I couldn't walk. And I started to cry because I got really high tolerance too. Like she said, like I had 4 kids natural. I had no epidurals, no nothing. And one of my kids was induced. So I know I'm strong, So, and I don't really take pain medicine either. Like she was saying in her video. Pain hit me so bad. Got what? I don't really like Poland Spring, honestly, but that's all the restaurant I have. Pain hit me so bad. I'm crying. My other half wakes up, asking what's wrong. I said, I'm in so much pain. I said, since I'm in Boston, and I go to doctors in Boston, I might as well just go to the emergency room out here because it's my hospital out here. He was like, you sure? I was like, yeah. But then I ended up taking a Motrin at 800. When I get to the ER, they give me, They give me pain medicine, a Tylenol and a Motrin, even though I told them I just took a Motrin. And I told them I wasn't in no pain when I got there. So, they did their little ultrasound. It's like the same procedures. It was like, I'm not going to even lie to you guys. It was like I was meant to watch her video. I even said that to her when I commented on her video. I said it was meant to watch your video. Because we were having we have the same problem, the same issues. So they did the ultrasound. They did it internally and externally. So when they were finished, they said I have ovarian cysts on my left ovary. So I haven't had the pain for a little while. This is good. It's just falling apart. I haven't had the pain in a while. And next thing you know, it hit me again last week. But then after I watched her video, I was like, I wasn't crying and it wasn't that bad this time around. But I was like, what if mine's popped too? Like, because hers burst. I have an appointment on the 4th. Of June, so I'm gonna go there, but it's not for that. But I am gonna talk to him because honestly, like what she said, they act like it was no big deal. And I noticed with a lot of black people, the hospitals really don't care. Like I have a stomach problem and a private problem down there with fibroids and stuff, and they look like they really don't care. And you go in there crying and stuff, and they look at you like, yeah, send you home. They don't care. I was telling somebody the other day, like, we need more black nurses, black doctors, and stuff like that. Because, it's just a shame, So, I'm going to go get it checked again because I had, the pain like a week ago. I haven't had it since. And that was the first time I had it that hard. Like, it really was, I was crying. And it never made me cry. Yeah, I'm a crybaby. A lot of people say I am. But it never made me cry. Then I'm on Google searching, and it's talking about, damn, if it does burst, you can die. So I'm like, I'm gonna die. So all you women out there that are having these issues too, because now it looks like a lot of people are having these issues, you got to take care of yourself and you got to advocate for yourself. My 23-year-old thinks I do not advocate for myself at the doctors, and I really do. Look at this, all just fell apart. I don't know why. I really do take care of myself and go to doctors when I'm supposed to. I got too much health issues to be in these streets dying. If it's something that, if I die for something that I can't prevent and you can't prevent it, then that's on you. But if you're dying for something that you can prevent, like you need to work on this and work on that. Like when I went back to the doctor, they told me my A1Cs was an 8. And I was like, okay, I gotta slow down, because the last few months I've really been banging with the eating out because of the videos. So I'm gonna try to come up with more healthy videos, healthy tips, because, you know, like I told you in one of my other videos, I was 286 and I'm 180. Well, I went to a doctor, I lost 6 pounds. So I'm going to come up with a lot more of those videos and stop so much eating in these streets. Because honestly, the food in these streets are killing you. You know what I mean? So I think that's what I'm going to start doing more of. Because even like the bread, with your diabetes, my diabetes too, the bread is a starch, so it turns into sugar. Just like the fish. The fish is good if it's baked, broiled, or thing. It's not really good if it's fried. You know, you can still eat what you want, like I told you in the last video. You just have to do it in moderation, and you just have to take care of yourself. You know, I make sure I drink my teas and stuff like that, and I haven't exercised though. The other day, me and my daughter went for a walk, one of my daughters, but I haven't exercised in a while. I need to get back into that. Because I don't want to be out here dying from no diseases and be on dialysis. I mean, my sugar's doing way better than it's ever done in a lifetime since I had it. But me always doing videos and eating out and stuff is a bad hit. Fries okay, they're a little cold. See them? I shared some with my friend. I didn't, because these French fries are starch too. It's a potato, so it turns into sugar. It's a lot of things you can't eat, because, you know, I got diabetes, high blood pressure, and high cholesterol. So there's a lot of things. Oh, excuse me. I'm all set with this, y'all. I'm got the burpees going on and stuff. I think it's my acid reflux, and I got that too, you know. But basically, women out there, just take care of yourself and make sure that you go to the doctors and get yourself checked out. Regularly visit. Your regular visits, I don't know about no other state, but I know regular visits in Massachusetts are every 2 years for OBGYN. And guys, if you're watching, I'm sorry. Most of y'all should know about OBGYNs. If I'm saying this. But, you know, yeah, if you take care of yourself regularly and do your follow-ups when they tell you, excuse me, like I had an abnormal pap smear last year, and I never really had one, so that's why I got to go on June 4th. I did take a while to go back, because honestly, my mind, and, you know, been really busy and stuff, so my mind's been really, wasn't thinking on it. So, and then I, you know, have a problem with my menstrual. They say I'm 46, I'm not supposed to be in menopause. And I guess my body just said, hey, be in menopause. And I'm like, woo, I'm all excited, because, you know, I know when it stopped for good. It's been gone since, February? And we're now in May. If it stopped for good, I have a party. I tell everybody that I'm going to have a party. But I think they say I'm too young to be going into menopause, so that kind of sucks. But just take care of yourself. Make sure you go to your regular visits. When your doctor tells you something, make sure you follow up. Because if you don't follow up and whatever's wrong with you and they try to catch it, you're going to be a hot mess. So if you don't want to be a hot mess, go to the doctors, take care of yourself, try to exercise regularly, try to go for a walk. Even like when I was walking last year, the whole summer and stuff, and dropping my weight, even if you do 5 minutes or 10 minutes a day around the block, right quick around your house. Sorry, my hand all went over the screen, but around the house, and then you come right back. Or whatever, just that little effort. And then tomorrow you could do 20 minutes. Then the next day you may do 30 minutes. You know, you could just always gradually move up, because walking is the best exercise. That's what I did. Yes, I went to the gym because of my friends. Like I told you in the last video, I went to the gym. I tried my best to eat right and stuff. But the doctor always told me, since I had this diseases, the doctors always told me that I needed to walk. And a lot of people think, oh, if I don't eat no junk food, I could eat fruit. Fruit is high in sugar. If you're on a borderline for diabetes, if you're on a borderline for blood pressure, you should not eat a lot of fruit. The doctor recommended me to eat vegetables, especially greens. I love greens. I do turnip greens. I do spinach. Like, I love greens. So, but they don't want you to do the greens like how we do the greens. Y'all know y'all got to put the ham hock and all that in it. They don't want you to do it like that. They want you guys, us guys, to like steam it. I know it's nasty, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do if you want to live longer. Like, if it's something that you could prevent, then why not do it? And if it's something that you have no control of, like if you got hit in a car accident, you died, then that you had no control of that. But if it's something that you can help to live longer and prolong your life, like I had these diseases probably over 17 years. A lot of people tell me, oh, you look good or whatever. You don't even look like you got all the diseases, because I really try to take care of them. Like, even when I get up in the morning to get dressed to get on to start my day and go out and do all the stuff that I have to do and work and stuff and go to school and stuff, when I do all that as a process, I have to get up in the morning. I have to take my blood pressure because it goes right straight to my hospital. I have to check my sugar. I have to do my blood pressure machine. I have to do my blood pressure machine. I have to take 2 shots. I have to take my high blood pressure medicine, my high cholesterol medicine, my allergy medicine, my nose spray. So it's a process when I get up in the morning time. And then I could go into maybe eating something. And breakfast is the main, your most important meal of the day. The doctors always recommend you're supposed to eat breakfast. But like I said, again, just take care of yourself and stuff, and try to do a little exercises and stuff, and you guys will be gonna be okay. I feel you are. And you know, just try your best to just take care of yourself, because out here in these streets it's kind of tough trying to do that. And if you ain't got nobody to try to kind of coach you and stuff, you got to do everything on your own, you're gonna be looking a hot mess. And you know, you don't want to be looking a hot mess. For having the disease all these years, and for going to college and stuff and learning about the diseases that I have, it kind of makes me really know how to take care of myself better. Like I said, my sugar's been doing good in the last 3 years. My blood pressure been a little high. They went up from a 10 to a 20. You know, normal blood pressure for people without blood pressure, they want it to be 120 or lower, not that much lower. And the bottom is supposed to be 80 or lower. It can't be higher than that. For diabetes, if you don't have diabetes, it's usually 120 and under. You know, that's a normal blood sugar, you know. So I'm trying to get this new machine that I just run my phone over it, but I don't think I can get it. I haven't heard no more about it. It's been like months later, almost a month or 2 or 3 months later. I want to give a shout out before I go to Miss Sumatra. Gonna miss you, girl. Thank you for being around. Thank you for helping me. Thank you for encouraging me. And you need somebody in your life that encourages you. You really do. You need people in your life that encourages you. I also wish that Q get feel better, and I'm about to follow that lead and go follow up on that Cysts, because they was like, oh, it's nothing, just like brushed it off. You know, when your ovaries been in there too long, it has Cysts. But if it pops, it's gonna be a hot mess. So again, stay safe. Massachusetts, I guess, just lifted the lift for the mask. I haven't had the vaccine or the test. I need to, though, but I haven't been sick in like since January 2020. The doctor was like, what? I said, yeah, I haven't been sick in a long time with a cold or nothing. And I really don't go around much people, and I have to really go around much people because I don't want to get sick. But I'm still gonna wear my mask because I think I have to anyway, because I haven't had nothing done. But it's supposed to lift today, so everybody's getting ready for the weekend and everything, and the bars and stuff is open, and the Cape is going to be opening up and stuff like that. But just be safe. Until next time, holla at your girl. Oh yeah, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell if you want to see more videos from your girl.